With Liella's character introductions released, it's time to look at how people felt about the new girls. 5 new girls, 5 new voices to add to the Love Live arsenal. So let's see how people feel about these girls so far, with now that we know how they sound like, as well as their seiyus. Just as a reference, I will give you the previous results as you can see right here. This is how people felt about it after the initial character introductions when we just knew their names and how they looked. The reason why I'm going over this is just to get just a general opinion on how people feel about these girls. I just think this is something cool to look at, but this is something you should look too deep into as we don't have the anime yet. So we just only had some basic level stuff, but I just wanted to see how people felt about the girls so far. So now let's go ahead and jump to the rankings.
はじめまして、葉月蓮と申します。
In 5th place, we still have Ren Hazuki. Ren has definitely impressed the least overall. Now her average did improve from last time, so she is trending upwards, but she still has the most amount of votes for last place. Let me know why you guys, some of you not exactly opening up to her. I know a lot of her said she's kind of underwhelming so far. Is it her personality? And what do you think needs to change about her in order for you to rate her higher? For me, I think she might be one of my favorites. It's a little too early to really say anything, but I do like her voice probably the most out of Liella so far, so that might equate for me liking her singing voice the most. And singing voices are kind of important to me, but we'll have to see because I actually haven't heard her singing voice. But she kind of reminds me kind of like an Ellie Dia mix, so I see some potential in her.
はじめまして。ウィッス。嵐千里です。
In 4th place, it's still Chisato Arashi. And I'm honestly quite surprised by her voice. I was expecting it to be a little higher pitched, but honestly, actually everyone in Liella has pretty good voices. And they're all a bit deeper, which I kind of do appreciate, to be completely honest. Her most common placing is last in this most recent poll, but she does do a fit better than Ren in the top 2 places. So overall, she is kind of liked a little bit more than Ren. For me, I'm not very convinced by Chisato so far. I definitely want to see more. Because, I don't know, she still feels like she has too much of that childish kind of look or feeling to her. But the way her introduction goes doesn't really make me think that. So I'm not entirely sure how she's going to play out. So until then, I'm kind of hesitant.
皆さん、はじめまして。タン・クックです。
For 3rd place, we have Cuckoo. So she's definitely a bit more of a goofy character than I was personally expecting, and she's kind of like that Mari or Nico kind of mix. But we'll have to see how that plays out in the anime. Cuckoo did take the biggest drop in the rankings if we take a look here, as she did win the poll last time, so going down to 3rd is a bit of a drop. So let me know if she dropped for you. Why is that the case? Is it because she has a personality you weren't expecting, or you're not as big as a fan of her voice, or her personality kind of rubs you the wrong way? Let me know in comments below, or maybe this introduction actually helped her in your opinion. So let me know what you guys think about her in the comments below.
ついに私の出番ですね。大丈夫。心配しなくても、ヒロインというのは後から登場するものです。名前はもちろん。皆さん知っていると思いますけど、平安なすみれ。
Second, it goes to Sumire Heiana. So she definitely has that Yoshi kind of feel. You can kind of get that from instrumentals and especially kind of her laugh. But I guess she kind of has that almost Mario mix to her because she seems to be a little bit more classy, but she also has a little bit of that nonsensicalness that you might have her. But, you know, that's kind of her charm. So I'm curious to see if Yone fans like her more or Mari fans kind of like her more. Let me know about that in the comments below. But overall, she did pretty good in the poll.
はじめまして。私、渋谷かのんと言います。
So the winner of this poll goes to Kanon Shibuya. So the orange hair leader wins the second poll, and she got second in the first poll, so she hasn't improved by that much because she already had a positive reception overall. She of course got the most first place votes as well as the least amount of votes for last place. Her voice kind of reminds me of Kana Hanazawa, if you know what that is, but She has that definitely shy personality. It kind of resonates with her voice. And I do see a lot of people, especially in the Spanish, seem to really like the fact that she is quarter Spanish. We'll have to see how that plays into the anime because I'm pretty curious to see how that's gonna go. But overall, a lot of people tend to really like her. So here are the full results for you guys to look at. So I of course went through some of the demographics, but here you can see 1st through 5th as well as how many votes were casted for each place. But here we can take a look at just some of the demographics, and towards the bottom where I took some major demographics, and the ones that put in yellow were the best in that section and reds were the worst. So you can see Kano Shibuya obviously does well in so many categories. We have Sumire getting 2, and then Chisato's kind of been mixed here. It looks like Asians like her, for example, but males not so much. So that's just interesting if you want to take a look at that to see what category or demographics people seem to like a certain girl or not. So it's just there for you guys to look at, but I thought it was pretty interesting for me to put out there. And of course, this is just the graphs to get a better idea of the demographics visually. And of course, I will have to thank all the people who participated in this poll. I really do appreciate for you guys. Of course, this wouldn't be possible without you guys. So thank you guys very much. And of course, I have more polls like this. Go in the link in the description if you want to get to a goal sheet where I try to keep all of my polls that are currently up there. And here, of course, are a bunch of comments that people have put on here. So if you want to understand why certain people voted certain ways or how certain people are feeling about the girls so far, go ahead and read some of these at your own time. And now for my very unofficial rankings that I currently have for these girls. I don't take it too seriously because I'm not really sure at the moment here. And I also like listening to singing voices, which is really important, and we don't have the anime, so the amount of stuff we have is very limited, so take this with a grain of salt. But currently my least favorite so far has been Chisato, then 4th Kano, I don't know. 3rd I put Sumire, 2nd Cuckoo, and then 1st I give to Ren because I honestly think Ren doesn't deserve to be last place, but I think she's just been not given enough attention or love yet, and I hope some people will give her more attention. And I kind of like her voice the most so far, so that's kind of why she jumped in my rankings. But that's just currently how I feel. 1, 2, and 3, I'm still unsure who I truly like the most, and those are very likely to change. And I'll say I'll need more before I can actually have any confidence in my rankings, but that's just kind of how I feel so far. So don't take it too seriously, but overall, I think they all have good voices, so I can't wait to see what they have. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. What potential do you see in each of these girls, and do you think these girls have rooms in your best girls for all of Love Live so far? Let me know what you think about this all in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in another video soon.